In terms of what to specifically discuss, the first thing would be if you have any personal beliefs, but then there's also the issue of who your substitute decision maker would be.
2/3 of British Columbians don't know the end-of-life wishes of their spouse. That's according to a new survey from the Angus Reid Forum. The results are renewing calls from experts that families need to make time to have those difficult but important conversations.
The best time to have these conversations is when you're completely healthy and you have absolutely no concerns whatsoever. You're not confronting your own mortality and that you haven't been just diagnosed with a serious illness or anything like that.
And now with the resurgence in the pandemic, we're being warned families who are taken by surprise can find the process especially challenging.
Dr. David Williscroft is a palliative care physician at St. Paul's Hospital. Dr. Williscroft, can you tell us a little bit about what you see with your patients?
Currently at St. Paul's Hospital, it's been a bit of a challenge, to say the least, recently. I think the most important thing that we have seen as palliative care doctors is the effects on the families and loved ones and their inability to connect near end of life in person.
The survey also found 59% of respondents don't have any knowledge about the end-of-life wishes for their family members. Dr. Williscroft saying that stat doesn't surprise him either.
Sounds about right. When I'm wearing my emergency medicine cap, I would say that when there's a crisis that we may see in the ED, there often are some questions that are still lingering around people's wishes around end of life.
Another finding from the survey that serves as a possible warning. More than 4 out of 10 of us have seen problems, disputes, or disagreements in our families after the passing of a loved one. Dr. Williscroft says he sees firsthand how much of a difference knowing the end-of-life wishes of a family member can make when faced with a sudden crisis.
There's one less step to go through if there are no surprises in terms of what the family knows about end of life and the wishes for the patient in that circumstance.
Dr. Pippa Hawley with the BC Cancer Agency feels we're gradually getting better.
I think it's one of the things that we actually have been quite successful with, and one of the good things that's come from COVID, because people are actually thinking, you know, I could die from this. If I got it, I could die quite quickly from this. And so it's actually focusing people's minds a little bit on the important conversations they need to have.
In Burnaby, David Zura, City News.